came out of school knowing that I wanted to be better as quick as possible. And that's exactly what this residency has provided me. We've had so many opportunities with our mentors and the classes that we've took to accelerate our learning to a really high level, and more specifically in the sports physical therapy world. And so for me, I think the single best thing about this residency has been that increase in clinical experience, where I feel much more confident on a day-to-day basis treating my patients, making sure that their programs are appropriate for them, and helping them achieve the goals and dreams that they have as both athletes and, older adults in this world. It's been interesting to compare against other of my other classmates, and I think it was pretty unique because I had other classmates who were also going into sports residencies, and then my classmates who decided to continue working for a couple years. And so I think we're already starting to see kind of a major difference in how people practice, and the level that they aspire to be. I think when I take a look at my own work, I'm very proud of what I do, and the people that I'm able to treat. And some of these other of my classmates, they feel like they're kind of stuck, and they've had their first 2 years where they recognize where their issues lie, but they don't know necessarily how to correct them. And I think that's where the residency has been a big plus for me, is I get to take those problems to my mentors and say, hey, how can we problem solve this? And I think that has made a major difference in how I practice every day of my life. It's given me the opportunity to step up in leadership roles that I didn't think were possible this early. I think we look at, my time about 1.5 years in this residency, and I'm already much further along than I thought I would be. I am stepping up and becoming involved in some concussion programs that will be more active post-residency. I am starting to become, a figure in my community with a youth soccer league. And overall, I think TJC has given me that capability to start rising faster than I've seen in, even as a student in some of my outpatient rotations. And the breadth of experience that I've been able to achieve already, TJC has been huge on clinical education, and I've already well documented over 600 to 700 hours of clinical education in that time. So for me, it's been able to, not only grow as a clinician, but also grow as a leader. Take on students and start kind of that early career path that I've been looking for. I love PT. I think when I was figuring out what I wanted to do, it was largely in the medical field. But for me, I cared about the time that I do get to spend with my patients. And I think that's where PT has been a blessing to me, is that I feel like I do get the opportunity to see people grow and develop. But more importantly, I consider myself someone who is very interested in working with the youth athlete. I think, across the board, pro sports, college sports, they have a lot of really great resources to them. I know for sure that they're going to get really quality care. I think that's something that's been lacking, is the youth athlete, and in particular our female athletes. Their opportunities are increasing, but they're still well behind their male counterparts. And to be able to be a positive strength and conditioning role model, an athletic role model for them, has been something that I've been very proud of. And it's something that is going to be my primary focus in pushing our profession forward, is how do we continue to equalize the experiences between both our male and our female athletes and get both groups to where they want to be athletically. Our profession has blown up in the last couple of years in terms of opportunities, in terms of, who can do what, cash-based online, and our company reflects, those values to a much higher level. We're rolling out some new initiatives that I'm very excited to be a part of, but they've all been in-house. And I think that's the thing that has been missing for a lot of physical therapists, is they felt like they hit this expertise ceiling and then had nowhere else to go. And so now we're starting to see that those opportunities are going to be available for us. For those of us who do get our OCS or SCS, we'll be able to pursue a higher level ceiling, which makes us more likely to want to stay with a company and want to continue to grow with them, because now we have the ability to do so. for the first time in my life, I do feel like there is more to be than just an outpatient physical therapist.